Courts is at the door. Courts, we call it courts online services. Is called Parliamentary. Is one of the organizers we have been working with. We are having Sokoro Nason. Sokoro Nason is also one of the organizers we are working with to organize this. We have Josephat Sifero. Josephat Sifero is on the other side organizing for the team. That is also organizer. And then we are having Nyangwesto Brian. Nyangwesto Brian. Those are, they are moving up and down because they are organizers. Those are some of the people we have been working with to organize this meeting. Dear honorable members, allow me to introduce these few individuals. They will not talk. They'll just be saying hi so that we know them and their work. I will start with very fast, just introduction. Let me bring a brief in KUPET. We are having election in KUPET 2026. We normally serve for 5 years. I was elected in 2021. So, in fact, I was elected as the youngest unionist in Kenya. You look at me, you may think we are taller than you, but one of the youngest. In fact, I just served for six months. I was employed in 2020. And then on March, Corona came. We went home and returned to school in August, September. 2021, February, the great teachers of Kilifi elected me as the Assistant Executive Secretary for KUPET, and we have served diligently. Thank you. So in KUPET, we are having members here who are, some of them, because the election is 2026, wakona ari. Most of them want to replace us, but surprisingly, hakuna mwenye nataka kunitoa. All of them wakubali mimi naenda tu amepesi. Umejaribu kuangalia kama kuna mwenye anavai position yangu, hakuna. So Babu, you are here. Now I want to humbly welcome Ruto Nyazua. Tafadhali just say hi to teachers and very fast so that we don't waste time. This is Ruto Nyazua. Ruto Nyazua is yes, speak.
Comrades power! Comrades Tiara!
I think there's an issue with this one.
My name is Ruth Nyazua Mwangome, a teacher at Kijuetanga Secondary School, and I'm vying for Secretary Secondary. Kwa mtandao ananijua kama Mama Mekatili. Mimi ni Mama Change. I am humbly asking you teachers, need opportunity to represent your social welfare. Kwa shida ya matanga, kwa shida ya raha, harusi, let me coordinate you. Comrades power! Asante.
Asante sana. Wajua ni wanasiasa msije nikabomba. We are also having bwana Azani. Azani au jai niambia lakini acha nisikie.
Aganyie watu sasa hiyo kidogo kwa ile heshima.
Comrades power. Comrades Tiara.
Yuko na nyumba hapa.
My name is Azani.
Yuko na nyumba hapa. So
I am not aspirant. I was among the
Thank you. We also have another one vying for Secretary Secondary, Brother Rioba. Please just give your name and
Comrades power. Comrades power. This is Geoffrey Rioba, Firebrand, Secretary Secondary, aspirant, Super Captain, Kilifi teachers. I've managed to coordinate teachers from the various sub-counties, 9 of them, to form a strong Kilifi teachers team. We'll be going to Machakos to compete in April, and we are asking for your support. Kindly support us. New ideas. Thank you very much.
Haya, asante sana kwa sababu wajua hawa wanasiasa lazima niwazuie. Lazima niwazuie. Nisipowazuia alafu wajua baada ya hii nataongelesha. Na we also have bwana Atunga, tafadhali.
Colleague teachers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Comrades, it's afternoon. Oh, wow. Good afternoon. Comrades power. Comrades power. Atunga tibim. Atunga ria. I am Atunga Joseph, an aspirant Kilifi KUPET Assistant Treasurer. Work with me. Let's have financial freedom in the treasury ambaye imepiwa ngeta inaning'enia. Atunga is the savior of Kilifi KUPET Treasury.
Asante sana. We also have another one for KUPET Assistant Treasurer. Tafadhali.
Walimu wa mjambo. Walimu wa mjambo. I'm Mr. Aluku Joel, a teacher at Mjanahero Secondary School, and I'm vying for the position of Assistant Treasurer KUPET 2026. Wacha tuzime majimaji movement na changa movement. Pesa walimu itumike sawa sawa. Thank you so much.
Asante sana. And then last but not least on those who are vying, last but not least, Bwana Sokoro tafadhali.
Teachers power. Teachers ria. Babu Owino Tibim. Amina Munyaziria. My name is Sokoro Nahason, Organizing Secretary Kilifi Teachers Welfare Association, one of the organizers of this event, an aspirant for the Organizing Secretary docket. Kazi yangu ni kuorganize kila mahali. Tushikane mikono mpaka mwisho. Thank you and God bless you.
Haya. Hao ni wakereketwa. Hao ni wakereketwa. Kumbe ni furaha watu wakikupigia kelele. Hata mimi simnipigie basi. Mheshimiwa, mmesikia kwa hao wote wenye anavai. Mmesikia mtu yote akisema Assistant Executive Secretary? Hakuna. Iko kweli? No first. That's how we are going to 2026. Now, allow me just also brief in 1 minute each, because now these are now elected leaders of different branches. Allow me welcome them so that at least for 1 minute, and then we proceed. We won't take long. I'll not follow much order. Allow me start with our brother from Mombasa. He is my counterpart, Assistant Executive Secretary. Please, you can come forward in 1 minute. Please make bro, usiongee sana, just 1 minute.
Mike Mpita. Mimi wajua si Mombasa, sijui nisezi omba kura. So I am happy. Lakini napenda kupigisha watu kelele. Congress power! Kopolo power! Kule Mombasa wananiita Kopolo wa Mombasa. So we are here saying that we are happy for the organization of this committee, this meeting. I'm the Assistant Executive Secretary, Mombasa KUPET. And 2026 is coming, lazima tuanguke nayo. Sindio? Thank you very much, Kopolo.
Thank you so much. He's a great guy. We've worked with him since he was elected. He's called Michael Mpita. He also works at Sheikh FM. He's a great media practitioner. Allow me also move to Tana River. And now in Tana River, always the protocol for KUPET is always to give the executive secretary to give the to welcome. But I'll break that protocol today. I will give brother the treasurer of KUPET Tana River, Badokinyi, briefly.
Walimu power. Walimu power. Kilifi power. Kwa majina mimi ni mwalimu Wilson Okenye Omwebu, mweka hazina kule Tana River County 004. Kujeni tukule mamba pamoja. Na kwa wale vijana wenzangu, kwa sababu pia mimi ni kijana, naomba mfanye siasa ya amani, mtendee walimu ile inayostahili, ndiposa mkue kama ndugu yangu hapa tunamuita last born. Yeye na mimi nimempita tu miaka 2-3. He was our last born in the union. We respect him so much. We have come to Kilifi in solidarity of Opolo Kopolo as Tana River. Kule Tana River nafunza shule ya upili ya Daku Secondary School. I'm the deputy principal. Mungu akinijalia inshallah mwezi wa 4 nitakuwa na C5 mkononi, tuendelee na kazi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tana River. Thank you for coming. Because now I am in Kilifi, I don't know whether chairman will allow me so that I welcome you before I welcome the executive secretary. So allow me welcome our vice chairman, Brother Mutuku. I hope umeona nimewa control time na naangalia mimi. Yeye huwa anaongea sana lakini namjua ataongea vidogo.
Comrades power! Comrades power! Babu Owino power! Amina Mnyazi power! Fikrini Jacob power! Bana kitu ifanye bana. Okay. My name is Michael Mutuku. I'm the vice chairman KUPET hapa Kilifi na pia mwalimu wa kule Ganze Girls. Bwana Babu, umekuja huko juzi lakini ukaepa. Sasa Opolo utanipa dakika moja. Huyu Babu tuko na deni na yeye. Mnajua tukiwa campus in 2010, huyu alishindana na rafiki yangu ambaye tumetoka na yeye nyumbani, anaitwa Shandrak Mwendo Mumo Kasisi. Anamjua. Ule Babu alishindana na ule ndugu yangu ambaye tulimesoma na yeye, ambaye ni jirani, ambaye tulikuwa naenda praise and worship together. Lakini sasa kuna kitu kimoja huyu Babu amenifunza. Huyu Babu alifika pale, huyo ndugu yangu akakuwa ni project ya administration. Sasa ule ndugu yangu nikamwambia, bro, hii haiwezi bwana, hii haiwezi na ifai. Nikafuata huyu Babu, na huyu Babu hata nitambua. Sasa yule ndugu yangu hata anisalimii sababu ya huyu Babu Owino. Pande mwingine na sisi tukakuwa walimu. 2020 nilimwona akifunza hesabu, nikasema ni sawa. Na mimi hata nilikuwa nafikiria na nilikuwa namwambia Opolo, when the right time comes I shall nitatoa vote yangu kule Ganze nikuje hapa Malindi. Kuna shida? Sio, iko sawa? Si mimi naendelee. Huyu Vikirini huyu. Hata wakati tuko na event za Pwani University, watoto wa university, this is comrade number 1. Comrade number 1. Na hao jamaa watatu leo hii nataka tuwapee TZ namba na ile welfare zetu zinaitwa Kitewa, sijui na T40. Hao jamaa tuwa register wakiwa watatu na mimi nitakuwa nawalipia kwa sababu najua wako busy kidogo. Si namna hiyo? Comrades power! Comrades power! Kwa sababu ya muda sitaki kuwachosha, lakini mimi nasema mwaka ujao ukifika 2026 wacha Mtuku aendelee. Ama namna gani? Na huyu sasa, mimi huyu Babu alinifunza kitu. Alinifunza, when you are with the people you are always right, and that is exactly what I've been doing. You have been my mentor without your knowledge. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you so much.
Asante sana Mtuku ni asante, deni imeisha. Asante sana Mtuku, unikumbuke hata na mimi. Asante. Mimi huwa najua mkono wa mheshimiwa haendi hivyo alafu irudi bila karatasi. Sasa mimi kama mkono ya comrade imeenda na imerudi na karatasi, Mtuku pia si anisalimie. Ama Mtuku huyu anaongea ni kama ana pretend, ni kama anisikii. He's pretending. Mimi najua ananisikia tu lakini ana pretend kama anisikii. I know where I'll deal with him. Sasa on behalf of the executive secretaries, allow me to welcome our one and only executive secretary, Bwana Omondi Oloch. This man is a great man. He is a friend and he has said that he has to be here. Bwana Omondi, karibu.
Asante. Waheshimiwa, Mheshimiwa Amina Mnyazi, Mheshimiwa Babu Owino, PS mtarajiwa, walimu wote, power! Comrades, power! Nimekuwa hapa nasikiza vile wanaongea na shangaa kama mimi nitawezana. Mutuku ni rafiki yangu sana, lakini sijawahi jua ni mkali hivyo. Congratulations, kongole. Nitajaribu kuwa brief because siasa imesemwa. Mimi bado nitawania kule Tana River, but I want to say a few things here as we welcome our guests here in Malindi. Mheshimiwa, wakati wa siasa 2022, I was between 2-3 counties, kule Migori na hapa Kilifi, and I used to see how you were campaigning and I really admired. And when you won, actually, I was greatly inspired. And also, Babu Owino tumekuwa na yeye. Babu tumekuwa na yeye Nairobi, saa zingine hajawahi jua kama tumekuwa na yeye. Hata picha, kuna picha yangu ili trend sana. Thank you for making me popular. Actually, I won elections because they saw me with him. We were fighting for, it was anti-corruption someday in Nairobi where there was a lot of corruption at the Afya House, and we had gone to demonstrate against that corruption. Tulikuwa na yeye. So asante sana. Sasa hivi mimi ni voter kule Nairobi. I'm a voter at Global Academy. In case you are going for that big seat. And I don't know how to divide that vote between Nairobi and Kilifi, because I'm also transferring my vote somewhere. Na waheshimiwa, kuna kitu kimesumbua walimu sana. Na si tu kitu, ni vitu. Teachers medical scheme is a scam. The teachers medical scheme is a scam. The teachers and their dependents go to hostels. When they are at hostels, there's no admission. They have to wait for 12, 14 to 24 hours before they can be admitted. And we have to make tons and lots of phone calls to intervene. Hii kitu inatusumbua. Tafadhali mtusaidie pale bungeni. Hii kitu iwekwe sawa. The teachers end up dying, and we pull the trolleys carrying their bodies to the mortuary just because somebody wants to make billions and the teachers die. It is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. The other thing I would wish to point out while I'm still here, kitu cha pili ambayo inafaa ishughulikiwe at the bunge, walimu ambao wanafanya kazi hard to staff areas, places like Tana River, Lamu, kuna mali inaitwa Keunga huko karibu Somalia, Garissa, Mandera, Wajia mpaka Samburu, Baringo. Hawa walimu, the hardship they go through is not commensurate to the hardship allowance they are given, because the hardship allowance has been clustered according to job group. But initially, around 2013, 2014, it was a percentage of the basic salary. So after signing the 2016 CBA, they realized that the teacher's basic salary would go up. So if it goes up, they removed the percentage, because the percentage of hardship allowance would as well go up. So we are asking the hard to staff areas, because statistically, actually this is a very serious matter, statistically, teachers in the entire coast region do not number 6,000 or even 5, if I'm not wrong. But Kiambu County alone has over 6,000 teachers at post-primary education in this country. While cost from Taita Taveta to Lamu, they are less than 5,000. But one of the mandates of the Teacher Service Commission is to equitably distribute teaching resource, which is the human resource in the teachers. So can we look at this matter? Because the population of Kiambu is 2.4 million, according to Kenya National Census 2019. And the population of Kilifi is 1.47 million, which is actually 1.5 million. Population of Muranga is 1.05 million, but Muranga has 5,400 teachers. How is that possible? So we want these matters addressed so that the workload of the teacher in the coast region is not reading 45, 38, while another teacher somewhere has 12 lessons or even 7. So these are matters that I want us to talk about. Na ile ingine ya mwisho ni transfers za walimu. Tunawaomba ili walimu, imetosha, niendelee kidogo tu ya mwisho, ili walimu wasitafute transfers kutoka huku kwenda kule. We want something that can motivate the teachers. So the hardship allowance tunaomba ikiwezekana through policy. We will come to write a draft of petition to Parliament, both houses, so that we petition that this hardship allowance be 50% of the basic salary. Actually, I'm writing a paper on this with the UNESCO. There's some research. UNESCO in-rule based in China has contracted me so that we do a research on teacher retention and remuneration and work conditions. So we'll be coming to you and we will collect this. Asanteni sana, nisiendelee sana, lakini nimewashukuru sana. Comrades, power! Ambieni watu wa Tana River wanichague tena, hata mimi naomba kura. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Asante sana. Omondi Oloch is a very serious unionist and I respect his brain. Thank you so much for addressing several issues that are affecting teachers. Now, there are different groups which want to talk, but you'll allow me for today to pause from there so that we can allow ourselves to move forward. But on behalf of teachers of Kilifi County, here in this hall, we are having the junior secondary school teachers who are represented here. We are also having the senior secondary school teachers who are in this role, together with the tertiary institution, because those are the numbers that involves KUPET. As the assistant of executive of this Kilifi County, Omondi has raised several issues that are touching on the life of teachers. But on behalf of these teachers of Kilifi, let me talk to you, Waheshimiwa, on what we really wish to get from you in the Parliament. I want to appreciate, because the two of you, we know you one-on-one. Babu, we have never met, but we see you on TV every day. It's good to see you now one-on-one. You've always passed us. So now, number one, today as we are speaking, Waheshimiwa, the insurance that teachers are using, it's called MKL. MKL, it was when ikaenda to Minet, so it is called MKL. This insurance has seriously oppressed teachers in this country. Recently, you saw a picture of a police officer who was complaining, I think they were in Machakos, complaining seriously about the insurance that they are having. Now, the same insurance is what we are using with them. By the time we were fighting to stop that insurance from offering services to us, surprisingly, wakaleta polisi tena hapo ndani. So, as we are fighting to leave, they are bringing policemen there. So we became many, and now teachers are suffering. Currently, as we talk, the hospitals that we have been using in Kilifi County have now withdrawn their services from offering to teachers because the insurer is not paying them. How I wish, when you go back to the Parliament, how I wish you may take this as a priority so that we may remove this insurance from teachers. But even before we remove that, when we are still struggling to remove this poor one, they brought us another one. Shisha. While we are still fighting, we've been struggling for 4 years to ensure that teachers get a better deal of insurance so that we can be insured, because you know it is our money being deducted. While we are still fighting for that, they brought Sha. Now this Sha, you people call it Shisha in Parliament Kule. They brought us Shisha. Now it is more worse to us. In fact, I'll tell you that there is a time a teacher was in an hospital and this teacher died. And while we were requesting for this teacher to be admitted on inpatient, the insurer said that the teacher to be treated on outpatient services. And then the teacher died. After the teacher had died, while we are still talking, they still wrote another email. Treat that teacher as an outpatient services. So we were asking like, now he's already dead. You are still telling us to treat as an outpatient. Si wangetuambia tumpeleke mwalimu mochari. That is the kind of suffering these teachers are going through. It's not our like. But I think the country we are in has led us to a place where I think nobody should speak. And if we try to speak, I was informed that sahi hata mimi siruhusiwi kuongea because nikiongea hapa nitafunguliwa makesi. I was told, the intelligence told me that Opolo, wewe najua unapenda kuongea. Lakini this time round kuna DCI wametumwa hapo katikati yenu. Ukiongea hivi utafunguliwa mashtaka and then sasa wewe utawekwa jela ama nipoteze kazi yangu ya kutetea walimu. Now that is the kind of pain we are going through in this country. You have been standing firm. You have stood firm. I have seen you. You have always stood firm to tell this government that it is not doing the right thing. I am happy that Baba has gone there. Mimi ni supporter wa Baba number 1. In fact, ukikata damu yangu unapata Baba. Lakini sasa kwa sababu Baba ameenda pale, hatutapinga Baba kwenda pale. Na hatutakataza Baba kwenda pale. Lakini sasa Baba atumie ile hekima ambayo amekuwa nayo akitetea Wakenya kwa miaka hii yote, ahakikishe kwamba ile mambo imelainishwa. Wakimkataa, wakishindikana, mtuambie sisi huwa tunapenda kwenda strike na tunaenda tu. Hata juzi walimu tuligoma na hatuogopi, polisi yuko hapa, tunaongea na yeye tukipita gate yao. We can occupy wherever they tell us. So please, ikiwashinda kule, mtukujie. We are ready, always available. Finally, I want to address this issue which is disturbing us so much. Currently, teaching has been a profession. Teaching has been a profession, and teaching is a profession. We have always told so many people, and I'm now speaking here because there's a public is here. Teaching is not a call. Those who are called are preachers, and the preachers are in the pulpit. Teaching is a profession, and we must be remunerated as professionals. So many people have always mistreated us, thinking, usaidia tu hao wanafunzi. Kwani sisi tutasaidia wanafunzi kama hatuna chakula mezani? Unataka kusaidia mwanafunzi anakuja darasani ako na simu kubwa kukuliko, wewe uko na katoi, alafu mtu anakuambia it's a call. A call gani? Kwani sisi hatukusoma? The only call we know is a missed call. There's no any other call we are now calling here. So I want to request you, our honorable members of parliament, please, our chairman for national KUPET is in parliament and he sits in the speaker's gallery, Honorable Omboko Milemba. Our secretary gender, national secretary gender, is in parliament, Honorable Wambilianga. Those are our officials in KUPET. We have always and consistently talked to them. Akelo is not in parliament. I was speaking of those who are in parliament. We have consistently and always told them, and me have always sat with them and told them that this is what we are supposed to do for teachers. Lakini it seems like they are also baggle. Hawajashikilia hii kitu vile sisi tunataka. Hata mpaka tulikuwa tunaona ni akina Babu akifundisha, basi tubadilishe Babu ndio akuwe chairman wetu wa KUPET, alafu wale tuwaweke members wa KUPET. What else? Sasa kama Mheshimiwa Babu anatutetea kama sisi walimu na sio mwalimu, Mheshimiwa Amina anatutetea parliament na sio mwalimu, si basi hawa ndio tuwaweke wakuwe walimu alafu wale tuwaweke wakuwe kwengine? I am speaking this with passion because there is no way we will give you an opportunity to be in parliament to represent interest of teachers and then you still don't represent it. What are you doing there? Then basi watu watoke, sisi ndio tuende pale. Ikishindikana basi sisi ndio tuende pale. Because there's no need. So please, we are speaking this to request you. Kama wamelala, pengine msiwaamushe, tutajua vile tutawaamusha pande yetu. Yeye amuke tu, aone tu you are now representing teachers talking about salary. And you're talking that teachers are not being paid. Currently we are paid an average, the teachers who are present here, an average of 40,000 to 45,000, the teachers who are present here. Hiyo pesa iko kwa karatasi, lakini pesa yenye iko kwa mfuko ya mwalimu ni 14,000 per month. Is it a lie? Walimu, is it a lie? How much? 14,000 per month. That is what we are earning. Hatujachanga kwa mazishi. Wajua walimu ndio huwa tuko secretaries wa mazishi. Sisi ndio tunajulikana kama 14,000 per month. When you are going back to the parliament, Honorable Babu na Honorable Amina, go and tell them that what we are earning is 14,000 per month. I can give you our pay slips and you will see. Where does this 14,000 come? Somebody is deducting us housing levy. Nyumba ambazo sisi hatujui hata zinajengwa wapi. Kwanza walituambia kwamba hizo nyumba ni kama tutapewa. Tukasikiza, tukasema hawa watu wanatucheza. Wakakuja wakarealize kwamba tumenyamaza. Sasa wakaigeuza. Sasa hizo nyumba tunalipa nyumba, alafu tukishalipa nyumba hatujui wanajenga wapi, alafu wanatuambia wanatuuzia. Wanatuuzia na sisi ndio tumelipa. Sasa tulikuwa tunalipa kwa nini? Waheshimiwa, This is the only solution which teachers are having. Please, on housing levy, Uhuru Kenyatta was the president. However much tuliteseka mkononi mwake, lakini alikuwa anajenga nyumba na pesa za grants. Alafu wale private investors wakishajenga nyumba, wenye wanataka nyumba wanaenda wananunua. What is so difficult for this government to leave our payslip alone and go and build houses? Sisi hatutaki nyumba. By the way, sisi tushajenga nyumba na hatuishi kwa makuti. Tunaishi kwa nyumba zimejengwa permanent. Hatutaki nyumba ya serikali. Sisi sio beggars. We are not beggars. Teachers don't want to be beggars. Ati serikali tuambie ati tunataka kuwajengea nyumba. Tulimwambia Ruto tunataka nyumba. Hatutaki. Suko na nyumba zetu. We want our pay slip to start having something so that we can take home. Hata sisi tukienda kwa bank, at least mtu anakutegemea, anajua uko na pesa. Lakini si tutakuwa tunaenda kwa Shylock kila wakati, walimu wanaumia. Number 2, which is also finishing our pay slip. And I'm speaking them deep from my heart. We are paying something called Provident Fund. Provident Fund ni pesa yetu ya walimu ya retirement. Yenye wametuambia it is 7.5% of our gross salary. 7.5%. I think the 7.5% now, sindio? We are paying that. Then somebody is telling you again kwamba we are paying again NSSF ya retirement. Sasa mwalimu ni kama they want a teacher to retire twice. You are retiring. Sisi tulisoma. Aya members. Aya nyamaza baba. Sisi tulisoma ili tukapate pesa, tukaishi maisha mazuri. Tunajua vile tutaretire. We know. We don't want somebody to plan for our retirement. We shall retire. We want that our money to help us now. Tunataka kuvaa nguo, tunataka kununua magari. Lakini sasa yeye anataka nikiretire, sina nguvu ya kuendesha gari, sina nguvu. Watu ndio wanakuwa wanakula pesa yangu, nimeteseka nao miaka yote. Tafadhali, tunaomba hivi. Please, honorable members, help us in the parliament. Remove us for us one deduction. Kama watatuachia NSSF, tafadhali tubaki na NSSF. Kama wanataka tubaki na Provident Fund, tafadhali tubaki na Provident Fund na watoe NSSF. In fact, when they brought the Provident Fund, walituambia kwamba hatutakuwa deducted NSSF. Mpaka wakastop kudeducted NSSF. Then kidogo sijui appetite ya hii serikali na pesa, wakiona tu pay slip. Ni kama huyo rafiki yetu akikaa State House na anaangalia
nishachukua payslip ya walimu inasoma nini hapo? Anamuuliza waziri wa education, payslip ya walimu inasoma nini hapo? Ati iko 18,000, chukua 4,000. That is what they are doing for us. I want to request, please, we have tried, and these teachers are killing us. Hawa walimu wanatuua. Hawa walimu wakituona, mimi kama elected official wao, bro silali. These teachers are killing us. That we have not done anything. In fact, we have deducted their payslip when we got into the office. Na sasa, one thing which is now making this fight difficult, ni huyu jamaa hapendi unions. In fact, wale wenye wako union huko juu, wajua sasa union sasa imekuwa kama ya pesa. Sasa wanaona ni kama wakisukuma kidogo hivi, union itafungwa, tap kidogo ikifungwa, basi watakuwa hawana kazi. So watu wameenda wakanyamaza. So teachers, we are left alone, struggling alone. Please, the only place we are now having our trust in is the National Assembly. That is the only place we now have our trust in. Please fight for us. Hata kama imebidi kuandika bills, some of us, we have very many serious teachers here. Some of them wanted to study law. Hata kama ni kuandika bills, we can write for you our bills and bring to you, and you present for us so that you can fight for us. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you for creating your time to come and listen to us. One group. Oh, thank you. Hao walimu wako na mambo mengi, sitamaliza yote. Order members. I want to appreciate one thing. Number one, the junior secondary school teachers mliona vile wameteseka. And they really struggled. In fact, wakaenda mpaka street, mpaka wakafutwa kazi. Some of them are here. Number one, I want to appreciate that they have been employed now on permanent and pensionable. Hata kama haina pesa, lakini at least sasa ni permanent and pensionable. Unaweza enda uchukue loan, alafu ubaki maskini miaka 8. Hata hivyo haina shida. Lakini they are still employing teachers on intern basis, and they are still going to take more than 2 years, which is against the labor laws. The labor law requires that a teacher works as an intern for 1 year, and then it is confirmed without going for an interview. They have again employed teachers on intern basis now, which is against the law and against what the court ruling that was passed. They have always been going against the law. Please, we will write to you all this thing, address them for us. And on that note, I have a JSS representative who is here. Tafadhali dakika moja, 30 seconds, ili waone wajue kwamba you are present.
Asante sana. Mimi naitwa Azani Ngumbao Toya, and I stand here as a JS representative. Shule yangu ni pale Milimani Magarini, na nimesikia wengi sana wakizungumza historia zao na viongozi walioko hapa. Mimi historia yangu ni moja tu. Fikirini, hujambo ndugu yangu. Siasa huyu bwana tulianza tukiwa pamoja, tukiwa pale campus Masai Mara. Yeye kufukuzwa kutoka, nilikuwa nifuate, lakini nusura kanileta hapa. Bwana Babu Owino, karibu sana kwetu. Wakati ukija Kilifi na Focus, I was the right hand man for Focus pale Kilifi. Karibu sana Kilifi. Zaidi ya yote, nimeambiwa nizungumzie kuhusu hali ya junior school. Mwanzo kabisa ningependa kuzungumza hivi. Walimu ambao wako hapa wengi leo ni walimu wa junior school, na ndio walimu wachanga sana. Lakini kikubwa, na haya malalamishi na yaleta kwenu watu wa KUPET, wabunge mlioko hapa, tunaambiwa kwamba we qualify to vie, but only the JSS representative, but not the other positions. Nyinyi kama watu wa KUPET, tunaomba hebu fikirieni kidogo. There is no way I qualify to vie for JS rep, but not qualify to vie for organizing secretary or executive secretary. Hapo kuna mushkil kidogo. Vile vile, sisi tuko chini ya mikono ya heads of institutions kule primary. Kuna mateso mengi sana. Kuna mateso mengi sana. We are secondary school teachers, and head teachers. Imagine kuna mwalimu amewekwa kofi sababu hajapokea simu ya head teacher. What is that? Vile vile hawa mabwana, ukienda katika kesi nyingine tunazungumzia hapa, if possible we need our own separate union or a welfare that is going to deal with the junior school issue separately. Hivi leo our heads of institution, that the head teachers, wanatupa commercial exams. Hawa walimu wanafunza, lakini kuna makatels huko chini chini ambao wamelazimisha. Leo I'm subjected to deal with a CSO. Sijawahi ona CSO, nimeenda kumuona primary school. Kindly, we are requesting you, mkienda kule bunge, make policies, make vitu ambavyo the junior school teacher atakuwa recognized as a post primary school teacher na their welfare isikizwe inavyopasa. Nikienda kumalizia kabisa, Bwana Babu Owino na Amina Mnyazi, shida za walimu wa junior school ni shida zimezunguka mwalimu yeyote yule. Tukianza story ya discrimination kwamba huyu mfano kwa michezo, there are a lot of policies kwamba sijui watoto wako na miaka 15 wasipite kwenda kucheza. Mwalimu ametayarisha watoto for a whole year, a whole term, akifika sijui anaambiwa ufanye hivi. Tukienda kufanya michezo, we are combined by the primary school teachers. Kindly, we need to know, are we under primary school, are we under secondary school, or we are an independent institution? Let it be tabled on a bill. We need to see ourselves as teachers or an independent institution. Propose a bill at the parliament. Make it known that junior school teachers are separate institution or we are under the head teacher. Kwa hayo mengi ama machache, kama kuna lenye nimemkwaza mtu ama nimemkosea, naomba samahani. Kama kuna mahali nimekosa, naomba tujalize tunavyoendelea. Asanteni sana, karibuni Malindi.
Asante sana. The junior school teachers, let me make it to you clear. And I wish you need to know, you need to listen to me. Azani has raised it and it's important I explain to you. Sawa? In the structure of KUPET, that we are having currently in our new constitution, Azani naomba sasa unisikize niwaeleze. The structure of KUPET we are having in our current constitution are 14 slots. In those 14 slots, kuna slot moja ya secretary secondary ambaye Nyazua anavai, ambayo RISPA ameshikilia. Kuna slot moja ya secretary tertiary. Sawa? Alafu kuna slot moja ya secretary junior school. And then the other 11 slots are left for any KUPET member. Whether you are in junior school, whether you are in secondary, you are allowed to vie in any position. It's only that one which has been restricted for you to be in secondary school, in junior school. The rest is open for you. So don't be fearful. I want to finish there. Na mtaniruhusu nimalize. Let me recognize the presence of only 3 people. They'll not talk because of time. I recognize the presence of our comrades, Kilifi County Comrades Association student. Can you rise? Kilifi County Comrades Association. Kilifi County Comrades Association for Malindi chapter is led by Alex. Alex, wave to this group here. Njoo baba. This is Kilifi County Comrades Association. Is a group of students born and raised in Kilifi, but studying in different universities and colleges. Haya, wasalimie.
Haya, comrades power! Comrades power! Haya, sisi tunasema Babu amekuja kwa sababu, si ndio? Babu amekuja? Kwa hivyo walimu msijali, Babu amekuja kwa sababu. Alafu pia Mama Amina tunasema ni suluhu na sauti ya Malindi. Kwa hivyo walimu wote walioko jimbo la Malindi, suluhu ipo. Sawa sawa? Comrades power! Comrades here! Sawa. Kwa sababu hiyo, Amina, Mungu akubariki. Babu, kwa sababu fanya jambo. Asante.
Asante sana. This is a great group. By the grace of God, I am the patron of this group. Started it from grace to grace. So tunashukuru. We are also happy to be joined by one of our executive secretaries, aspirant, Bwana Baraka. Baraka, sorry, I beg your pardon because of the busy schedule. Babu has a flight. At least after this program, we will still be remaining with teachers when we will talk. So for now, you can just wave to them, please. Just wave to them. I am humbled. You will be my boss. Sitaki kukukosea. And then we are also joined by Secretary Gender from Tana River. Tana River wamekuwa marafiki zetu sana. Not Pingano. No, Pingano was the Secretary Gender kabla ahame akuje Kilifi. So Chari is the new Secretary Gender. Tafadhali Chari, simama, you wave to these people. Great. Welcome to Kilifi, because your Executive Secretary had also talked. At this moment now, allow me to welcome also in 1 minute the President of Pwani University, students who is also here. Brother Obondo, kama unsalimia watu haraka so that we can move.
Comrade Power, Comrade Ria, to our comrades who are here, sisi tumefurahi Bwana Babu Owino na Mheshimiwa Amina Mnyazi, bila kumsahau former Pwani University President Bwana Fikirini Jacobs. Hawa comrades wamekuwa wakisimama na sisi wakati ambao tulikuwa na maandamano ya the new funding model ambayo kwetu ilikuwa kama monster. Babu Owino, Bwana FJ, whenever comrades were arrested, they go to an extent ambayo wanaingilia kwa mfuko yao na kuturelease kwa cells. Ya pili ni kwamba pia huwa wanasimama na sisi kama comrades wakati ambayo help serikali imekaa bila kurelease help. Now again, Bwana Babu Owino, kuna another task. Umekuwa ukitutetea sisi kama comrades, and the teachers are also here on your necks. Also you the two ambao you've represent us in the parliament. Tafadhali hawa watu waangalie, kwa sababu ni wao ndio at least hutuweka ili tuwe watu ambao saizi tupo. Otherwise nimefurahi. Asanteni.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. In our midst we have the security personnel who was guiding us, Brother Ariro. Thank you. We have Ariro, who was the security, who was inducting us. Agunga had left. We also have a surveyor with us who later he will be talking. Surveyor Dan, you can wave. So at this moment, allow me welcome Comrade Fikirini Jacob, CDE, the incoming PS. Mungangane huyu kijana yetu apate hiyo PS, sisi tunamwangalia huko. Ni PS education. Haya basi, tunaomba Mungu, nitakuja kwa ofisi yako mpaka uone.
Thank you my dear Pwani University alumni, Comrade Opolo Kopolo. Comrades power. That is not power. Comrades power. Comrades Ria. Comrades Ra. Comrades Zaga Zaga. Viva comrades, viva. Forward comrades, forward. Forward to an empowered teacher, forward. Comrades power. Comrades Bungulu. Thank you so much. Dear comrades and friends, ladies and gentlemen, wewe bwana technician umetumwa na. Dear comrades and friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to join with you today in this very special occasion of an annual general meeting, in my honest assessment, of the Malindi teachers. And I'm happy to appear alongside the Honorable Amina Laura Mnyazi, the Member of Parliament for Malindi, and the senior comrade Babu Owino. I'm happy. Shikae. Haya. Tutapambana tu. Sisi ni comrades. I'm happy to appear together with the comrade Babu Owino, who I have told, if not assured, that he is the only, so far as I know, the only student leader who I can call my senior in this country. And for the rest, I'm their senior. Yes. I was the deputy president of the Great Students Organization of Masai Mara University. I became the president of the Kilifi County College and University Students Association. I became the secretary general of Jumuiya ya wanafunzi wa county za Pwani. I became the president of Pwani University Students Association, and lastly became the president of the Kenya Union of Students Organizations. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not a senior in your honest assessment, then who am I? Yes, thank you. And very privileged during that time to have been the first and the only student so far to have been expelled from 2 public universities and still standing strong. The last meeting we had, I will want to pick it from the last meeting we had at Barani Secondary School. There are 1 or 2 issues which we'll discuss there, and I think it's important that I personally pick it from there. One important issue that we talked about when we were at Barani Secondary School, I thank my good comrade from Oloch, from Tana River, for his very good analysis on the teacher-student ratio in cost and the entire country. And I'm here as a result of whatever we discussed during the last meeting. I am so perturbed by the rate at which the Ministry of Education has been posting university students to the universities in this region. When we were talking at Barani Secondary School, I told you that Taita Taveta University is almost being closed down. Since that year, it had already only been given 300 students. Tell me how much can money as a result of capitation directed to a whole university with only 300 students, how much can that institution do, if not to close down? And that has been one of the biggest problems. Pwani University, the leading institution of Kilifi County, used to receive about 4,000 students onwards. Currently, Pwani University receives just about 1,500. And as if this is not surprising enough, the University of Nairobi, which is publicly known to receive at least the highest number of students as a result of posting by KUPET, currently is trailing at almost below 10. We have new universities which were given charter in 2013. They are having students up to 20,000. Universities which were given charter the same year as Pwani University today have the highest placement from KUPET, simply because of 1 or 2 relationships in the Ministry of Education. And that's the beginning point of this conversation. The teaching pedagogy, you are the members of the pedagogical front. And I feel very bad that when we stand here today, people who should stand as role models in our communities, people who should stand to inspire young chaps in our villages to go and pursue education, cannot get that motivation on the face of a teacher because of the wrinkles that have naturally covered the faces of the teachers out of dangers which are naturally strewn on the path to success of the teachers in this country. And these are things which we need to talk about, because they are things which concern the future, which you and me have a place in. And that's why it gives me great pleasure to share this platform with you. But ladies and gentlemen, I equally want to appreciate you so much, because looking at history, whatever we used to record as a region in terms of education cannot be compared in any way with where we are today. And I'm sure as a region, we have improved in terms of enrollment in the universities because of the effort of you, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I equally want to stand here to appreciate you for the immense work that you are doing for the young people of Kilifi in your various staff rooms, classrooms, as you teach them whatever you are bestowed with. I stand here to appreciate you once again for being together, for being more united over and above the challenges that you face. I'm so perturbed, ladies and gentlemen, that when we stand here today, we still talk about 25 years into the 21st century. The university students from poor, marginalized places of Kilifi, who after you try so much to teach them, and after they get quality grades, they only go to the university's report, come back, cry in your doorsteps every day, simply because of this funding model in this country. And some of the challenges affecting university students today, some of the challenges affecting you teachers today are challenges which arise from lack of public participation in terms of the government framework policies. And that is something we cannot run away from talking about. There has been an outright lack of public participation. My good comrade Opolo Kopolo was talking about the housing levy, was talking about other deductions from the pay slips of teachers. And why it is so, it is because teachers are not consulted. There are no public participation of some of these issues. And that is something which we really stand to demand, because it is a constitutional requirement that there must be public participation, especially on something which comes direct to your account. You deserve to have a voice of your payslip. And that's why this platform serves a great purpose today. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm only a senior comrade, but I have my senior too. I do not wish to barrage you. I do not wish to barrage you with a lot of my pieties of wisdom, because we have mi nataka nimwambie huyu DJ, nataka nimwambie huyu fundi wa mitambo, sasa fundi wa mitambo, acha haya mateso mimi niwe wa mwisho kuyapitia, kwa sababu baada ya hapa atakuja mbunge na atakuja senior comrade mbunge pia. Isizime tena hii tafadhali, izimeni wakati wangu tu, lakini pia it's a matter of time. Mimi bwana na appreciate sana walimu, endeleeni kushikana pamoja, na mimi nataka niwaombe, because comrade, if something you've learned something here, when these teachers ambao wako secondary school were presenting here, there were appreciation even from the GSS corners, lakini wakati wa GSS wakiongea hawa jamaa wengine hawataki kushangilia wenzao. Mimi I want to appeal to you, dear teachers. The forces that join us together as comrades must always remain stronger than any superimposed influence that threat to keep us apart. Whether you are a junior secondary school teacher, whether you are a high school teacher, a senior secondary school teacher, bottom line is you are a teacher in the teaching profession and you deserve to speak one voice, because what kills the other has the potential to finish the rest. I hope and pray that you will find it within you to please embrace the wisdom of working together so that some of these challenges can be easy to deal with. Ladies and gentlemen, I also appear here on behalf of His Excellency the Governor Gideon Mung'aro, the second governor of this great county, who was unable to appear here, but my presence equally signifies the presence of His Excellency the Governor, because equally of the same honor, counted some decades, I will equally have the potential to stand here, this time not to represent someone, but represent myself. Then na wewe comrade, wewe ni comrade mwenzangu, wewe unafahamu kwamba mimi na wewe huwa tunakaa sana huko Laikipia Gardens, huko karibu na Kileleshwa. Mimi na wewe tunakaa tukipanga maneno ya kesho ya Kenya, na wewe you always remind me that you and me and any student leader in this country are products of the jungle, and we must not be like an animal, because it is only an animal which does not have an ambition. it is only an animal which does not have an ambition. I appreciate that you have an ambition, and as a comrade, I'm here praying for you, and so that your ambition can come to fruition. Wajua pia umeteseka, umefukuzwa university mara nyingi. Mimi nimefukuzwa mara mbili kali, lakini yako ni ya kwenda urudi, uenda kabisa urudi hivyo hivyo. Mara umeonekana na vice chancellor, unamwambia kurudishe, kesho umepewa memo ya kurudi. Sasa mimi comrade, na kuombea kwamba ile experience ambayo umepitia na kutetea wananchi na students itusaidie pia siku moja tuweze kusimama. Mungu atatulipa kwa yale ambayo tumekuwa tukiyang'ang'ania. Mimi sitaki kuongea mengi zaidi hapo. Baada ya kumwakilisha mheshimiwa governor, nataka nichukue fursa hii kwa heshima na taadhima niwaombe sote tusimame tumkaribishe mheshimiwa Amina Laura Munyazi, comrade, mbunge wa Malindi. Dada mrembo kabisa, huyu ni comrade mwenyewe. Ukisikia comrade ni huyu Mama Nadiko. Asante sana mama, karibu sana.
Asante sana ndugu yangu comrade Fikirini Jacobs. Walimu wote, naomba tuketi. Walimu wote wenye ambao mko hapa, itifaki zote zikizingatiwa. Mheshimiwa Dr. Babu Owino, na kukaribisha sana Malindi. Huyu ni dokta mara mbili, na nafikiria akisimama atajieleza ni kwa nini yeye anaitwa Dr. Babu Owino. Wananchi wa Malindi, wananchi wa Pwani, wale Waislamu, assalamu alaikum. Wale wa Kristo, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Walimu power. Hapana. Hata mimi nimefunga na niko na nguvu bwana. Walimu power. Comrades power. Hayo ndo ni maneno. Acha Babu leo asikie sauti ya watu wa Malindi, sauti ya watu wa Pwani. Na mimi nataka nikushukuru ndugu yangu Kopolo. Najua you have been on my neck. Where is he? I know you have been on my neck. Na hii event isingefanyika vizuri kama si msukumo wako. Na it was hard time, and I'm really privileged to be here. I'm very happy to be here. Kwa sababu hapa nimekuja na watu wenye ambao mimi naenda kuwakilisha katika bunge la kitaifa. So kukuja kwangu leo mimi hapa, it is good for us kama wawakilishi wenu katika bunge la kitaifa, kwa sababu tumepata wakati wa kuja kusikia kutoka kwa kinywa chenu yale matatizo ambayo walimu wanapitia. So Kopolo alinipigia simu mara ya kwanza. Nafikiria hii mkutano ilikuwa ifanyike sometime late last year. Alikuwa anatafuta mgeni wa heshima na aka insist lazima iwe ni Babu Owino. Nikamwambia Kopolo, Babu Owino unajua yeye ni senior. Mimi pale ni mono, lakini nitajaribu. Nyonyo walimu si mnajua? Huyu ni senior, mimi ni mono, sikatai. Lakini nikasema na mono wangu nitajaribu. By last year Babu Owino hakuweza kufika. Nikamrudia Kopolo, akaniambia mheshimiwa, kama Babu Owino hafiki Malindi hakuna mkutano utafanyika. Sasa kijana huyu silali usiku na mchana, karibu unifunjie ndoa yangu Kopolo, lakini ni sawa. Nikasema mwisho wacha nimsaidie huyu comrade ili wale walimu waweze kufurahika, kwa sababu yeye alitaka Babu leo amefika ama hajafika? Munaraha. Na mimi ile siku Babu nikasema sasa hawa walimu, I interact with them a lot. Wengi na watembelea katika mashule because of the nature of our work. Nikasema sasa nikishindwa kuleta Babu, hata hawa walimu wangu wa Malindi nitakuwa nimewabwaga sana. Na mimi hawa walimu ni watu ambao nataka nifanye nao kazi kwa ukaribu zaidi. Na nikasema niko katika mwezi mtukufu wa Ramadhani na nimefunga. Nikasema Mungu, mimi na swali, na hii swala nikimaliza nampigia Babu Owino simu. Nikaswali hapo, nikapiga madua yangu hapo haraka upesi. Nikampigia Babu, nikasema Mungu jalia mdomo wangu uwe mtamu. Naye aliposhika simu Haya, panya kaingia kwenye mtego. Babu Owino, karibu sana Malindi. Ameingia hapa kwenye mtego ama hajaingia? Si amefika Malindi? But you see, Babu, this tells you something. Why is it that these teachers ambao wanatoka maeneo haya, mbona wewe Babu Owino, why you? Mbona hawakutaka mtu yoyote mwingine afike Malindi? So they've seen something in you, yenye ambao wao wako na imani kubwa na wewe. Na mimi si ule kiongozi ambaye niko na wivu. Palipo na sifa nitapaweka sifa yake. Hata leo nilikuwa namlalamikia Babu, namwambia mimi ndio ni mbunge wa hapa, lakini paka bodyguard leo amenisahau, anafikiria namlinda Babu Owino. Ni sawa. Makofi hapa kushangiliwa. Mimi nimemtafuta Babu kwa fujo, hamkunipigia makofi kama mlipompigia Babu Owino. Haya pia ni sawa. Ni sawa. Ni sawa. Lakini sisi hatuna wivu. Sisi ni watu ambao tunaelewa. Na kwa sababu yale mapenzi ambayo mnamuonesha Babu, mimi pia kama comrade niko na furaha. Na najua yale ambayo yamezungumzwa hapa, kwa sababu kule katika bunge la kitaifa ni mume nguvuze. Na sina mbavu mimi Amina peke yangu za kutosha. Lakini mbavu zangu na mbavu za Babu tukizishikanisha, I am sure kuna mambo mengi ambayo tunaweza kwenda kubadilisha, ili walimu wetu waweze kufanya kazi mahali pazuri na wawe na environment nzuri ya kuweza kufanyia watu kazi. Haiwezekani tuwe tuko na pesa za NGCDF, tunalipia watoto basari, tunakwenda kujenga mijengo ya shule, and the teachers are not motivated at their workplace. Haiwezekani. Na mimi nataka ieleweke. Si mnanijua mimi ni mtoto wa baba. Hata kama ni mtoto wa baba, lakini lazima ukweli tuseme. Sisi tunasema hivi. Tumeingia katika broad based government, lakini haimaanishi ni kwamba tufunge midomo yetu. It doesn't mean that. Kama tumeingia katika broad based government, this is the best opportunity ya kuweza kupeleka malalamishi na mashtaka ya watu wetu ili yaweze kusikilizwa. Our work in parliament is representation. Sisi hatujakwenda pale kujipeleka, tumekwenda pale kupeleka sauti za watu wetu. Kwa hivyo kama hii broad based, if it is to work, let it work kama sisi tunapeleka hoja za wananchi wetu. Na wale ambao wako katika broad based wasisikie vibaya sisi tukiongea ule ukweli wenye ambao uko huku ground. Kwa sababu ukweli sisi lazima tutafanya nini? Lazima tutasema. At the end of the day, we are in politics. Na politics ni numbers. Na hizi numbers sisi kuzipata ni lazima tuungane. Hawa ndio ni nguzo yetu. Hawa ndio ni watu wetu. Sisi, kura yangu mimi haiko kule katika bunge la kitaifa. Kura yangu mimi ina kina Kopolo, kina Karisa na kina nani hapa chini Malindi. So I am representing my people. So mambo ya broad based tuko hapo. Lakini tuko hapo pia kwa sababu tuzungumze ule ukweli. Na kama walimu wanaona hardship allowance hawapati, kutakuwa kuna makosa kwenda kusema kwamba walimu wanafinyiliwa. Na kama walimu wanalalamika kuhusu tax deductions zimezidi katika payslip yao, kwani kwenda kusema hivyo kutakuwa kuna shida kweli? We have to represent our people irregardless of the situation. Waliotupatia sisi kura ni nyinyi. Hayo mambo ya SHA hata mimi mwenyewe pia siyataki. Hayo mambo ya SHA yanatatiza. Juzi mumeona yalikuwa yanaongelelewa katika bunge la Seneti. Hata mwisho wale ambao wako katika serikali, mumeona kina majority leader, they have been talking about this SHA issue. Na it is high time jamani tukae pamoja kwa sababu ya Wakenya wetu na tuzungumze kwa sauti moja. Hapa si masuala ya siasa, hapa ni masuala ya vile vitu ambavyo zinaweza kufanyia watu wetu kazi. Vile vitu venye ambavyo watu wetu wanapenda. Na tunataka pia tujue if public participation was done on all these things. Because you are the stakeholders wenye ambao mnakuwa affected by all these deductions, by all these taxes, the hardship allowance that you're talking about, the double pension yenye ambao Kopolo ameisema, the poor salary wages ambazo watu wanaongelelea. So hizi vitu kama zinakuwa introduced, kunakuwa na public participation. Na nyinyi kama walimu, what was your response? Kwa hivyo Hii broad based, kama kweli we are being true about it, let us also be true to our people. Isikuwe ni broad based ya executive peke yake. Hii wacha iwe ni broad based mpaka kule chini kwa mwananchi. That is the only way wenye ambao tutaweza kusonga mbele sisi sote kama watu wamoja. Mimi huu mkutano leo nimekuja kama mwenye Malindi, lakini kuna yule mgeni rasmi wa heshima mwenye ambao nyinyi mmesema tuweze kumwalika, na mheshimiwa amekuja hapa tangu asubuhi. Tumekuwa na food drive ya Waislamu pamoja na Ali Hassan Joho Foundation asubuhi. Tukapitia pale sehemu za Kisimondogo kidogo kwenda kusalimia. Kuna mzee wangu wa mtaa amefariki na tumeweza kufika hapa. Mheshimiwa Babu Owino ana ndege ya saa 9:30 heading back to Nairobi. So mimi naomba speech yangu iweze kukwamilia hapo. Mimi niko na nyinyi 24/7 huku ground. Yale matatizo ambayo mko nayo, Kopolo, wewe tunazungumza sana. Nimekwambia uniletee zile bills, zile proposals, whatever you have, tutaketi chini mimi na wewe. I will mobilize and lobby tuangalie within Kilifi County wale viongozi wengine ambao tuko nao. We have very good leaders kina Owen Baya wenye ambao tunaweza tukakaa chini tukasikizana na tukaangalia ni jinsi gani ambapo tutasongesha masuala ya elimu, masuala ya walimu na wanafunzi hapa Kilifi County. Na vile leo tumepata Babu Owino, najua pia tumepata a new partner kuhakikisha ya kwamba maneno mengi tumeweza kubadilisha. Mheshimiwa Babu Owino, ninapokualika hapa naomba unijibu tu. Manatibim na tialala ni nini? Ama nyinyi mnajua maana yake? Si atuambie. Mimi nasikia sijui tibim, mara tialala, mara hira, ria. Were, haya. Kwa heshima na taadhima naomba our comrade number 1, kiongozi shupavu, Mheshimiwa Babu Owino. Karibu sana kiongozi.
Mheshimiwa, asante. Asante sana mheshimiwa. Tukae tafadhali. Asanteni sana. God is good and all the time. Assalamu alaikum. Comrades Ria, comrades Ra, comrades Tibim, comrades Tialala, warembo wa mama mwe. Sasa Kopolo, we ni mama unapiga mwe. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much, comrades. I'm so happy to be here today, this 15th day of March 2025. I'm happy to address my fellow comrades. I'm happy to address all the teachers from the Coast region. I take this opportunity to recognize the teachers from Kilifi County, teachers from Tana River County, teachers from Mombasa County, and teachers across the country. All the teachers are all comrades. And during our tenure, Fikirini will tell you, Obondo will tell you, Beast will tell you, other student leaders who are here will tell you, and you will tell yourselves because you are there. We used to say that in the comradeship constitution, rule number 1, a comrade is always right. Rule number 2, a comrade is never wrong. Rule number 3, if rule number 2 fails to apply, refer to rule number 1, which states that a comrade is always right. Thank you so much. Mheshimiwa Amina Mnyanzi, I'm so happy you've made me come back to Malindi constituency. We were with Mheshimiwa during the presidential campaign when we wanted Baba Raila Amolo Odinga to be the president of the Republic of Kenya. Na leo tena nimerudi hapa siku hii
na nina furaha sana mheshimiwa. The work that you are doing in Malindi constituency is amazing. I've witnessed today, mheshimiwa, as we speak, most of his constituents are being given foodstuffs at Tawid Girls. Ain't that a good work? Mheshimiwa, you are doing an amazing work. Within Parliament, Mheshimiwa is very active, contributing to bills, contributing to motions. Mheshimiwa is knocking doors day in, day out, working in various departments, various parastatals, talking to directors general to ensure that service is brought to Malindi constituency. Siyo ni kazi nzuri jamani? Huyu mheshimiwa jinsi vile nyuso yake ina urembo, hivyo ndivyo roho yake iko. Roho pia ni mrembo. Kwa hivyo ninawaomba wale wa Malindi constituency, fanyeni kazi chini ya mtafanya kazi chini ya mama. Naona wengine wanafikiria vibaya hapo. Ama mama afanye kazi mfanye kazi chini yake ama afanye kazi chini yenyu? Uzuri mama akiwa juu, si unasikia vizuri zaidi? Sasa mheshimiwa, watu wako wanasikia vizuri juu wanafanya kazi chini yako na unafanya kazi juu yao. Asante sana. Comrade Fikirini, this comrade ameona mengi sana. Fikirini, najua Mwenyezi Mungu ana mpango na wewe hapa mbele. Najua kutoka Masai Mara University, when Comrade Fikirini was expelled, I was the first person that he called. Nikamwambia, comrade, some of these older guys might not understand what we are fighting for. And the Vice Chancellor, after we talked with him, he refused that comrade had to be expelled. But that was not the end of the journey. You remember the story of Joseph in the Bible? When Joseph was sold by his brothers, after dreaming that he would lead over his brothers. But where he was being sold, that is where Joseph was going to fulfill his dreams. But on the day that he was being sold, he knew that the world had ended. But comrade, I know that hapa mbele Allah Mwenyezi Mungu atafungua njia. To the current student leaders, the work that you are doing in the coastal region is so great. Beast, Bondo, other student leaders, together with comrades. There are so many universities who never protested when there was an increment in the university fee. When there was the introduction of the banding system, which we insisted that had to be disbanded. These comrades did an amazing work. That is the spirit of comradeship. That is the work of the Lord. And therefore, comrade, I knew that if I meet you, when I meet you, I knew that I would talk for around 3 hours. That's why I decided to restrict myself with a written speech. Because naweza ongea sana na mtoke hapa mwende State House kutafuta kasongo. Madimples, yule ni mawama garbage. So uliona he poured his brains at Stima Plaza. Alimwaga akili yake pale. El Chapo. Mambo iko mengi. Masandio machache. Thank you, comrades, teachers, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. What a wonderful opportunity to speak to teachers today. Thank you for inviting me to this amazing occasion. A teacher affects eternity. They can never tell where their influence stops. How true that is. Since kindergarten to the university, teachers continuously impacted my life. And to date, teachers continue to shape my perspective, challenge my thinking, and impart knowledge to me. I am a living testimony of the work of teachers. And on this occasion, I want to thank you for the great job you are doing as teachers. Were it not for teachers, Babu Owino would have never moved from primary school to high school. Were it not for teachers, Babu Owino would have never moved from high school to the university. Were it not for you, teachers, Babu Owino would have never moved from the university to the floor of Parliament. Therefore, I am a direct product of teachers. I know what teachers can do, and teachers have seen you directly in my life. With all this that teachers have done to this great nation, teachers are one of the people who are suffering the most in this country. Teachers have trained doctors, yet they earn little than the doctors. Teachers have trained engineers, yet they earn less than the engineers. Teachers have trained actuaries like myself and an advocate like myself, yet they earn less than us. Teachers have trained businessmen and women in this country, yet they earn less than them. Teachers have trained even thieves in this country. Yet they earn less than them. Teachers have been used, teachers have been misused, and teachers have been abused by both the employers and the government, starting from the executive headed by the president. There is no respect for teachers. Teachers earn less. BOM teachers have not even been confirmed. They are just employed by the board of management. Thousands of teachers in this country have not been employed. Up to date, teachers who graduated 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 1 year ago, have not been employed. Teachers are soon retiring before getting employment. Yet, we have an independent body that should be employing teachers annually. Teachers play a critical role in the lives of Kenyans. You are parents to the children that we sire. You spend time from 8 a.m. all the way to 6 p.m. in schools, babysitting our children, bringing up our children. Yet you are still not being given the respect that you deserve. So much disrespect to our teachers. Therefore, there are many things that teachers do. Allow me to share 3 with you today. 1, a teacher can make you or break you. I want to share a story when I was at Kisumu Boys High School. And during that period, thanks to Mr. Ondeko, who was my mathematics teacher, he used to give me an opportunity to teach maths. He was my teacher from Form 1 to Form 4. He gave me an opportunity because he believed in me, made me have passion in education, in mathematics, and taught my classmates from Form 1 to Form 4. Na kama wananiona, wananisikiza, try to dispute that, nitasema results zako venye likuwa. Teachers made me be motivated because they believed in me and they believed that I would be someone in life. My chemistry teacher, Mr. Milungu, believed in me so much. That's why I'm here, where I am today, and also taught my classmates chemistry. My accounting teacher believed in me so much. That's why I'm here today. And that's why he gave me an opportunity to teach my classmates in high school accounting as a subject. On the other hand, a teacher can break you. I also had one teacher that I will not mention for his own security purposes, because my supporters might be so annoyed. But this teacher was very cruel. The teacher was cruel at us, at me. The teacher was teaching us geography, and in Form 2, I dropped geography because of this teacher. Geography that I loved. When the teacher was teaching us different types of rocks, the sedimentary rock, the igneous rocks, and the metamorphic rocks, that is how much I loved geography. But this teacher saw me talking to my classmate and told me to stand on top of a desk. And for 45 minutes, I stood there as he was teaching us geography. From that day, I never went back to that class, and I told that teacher, hiyo geography ni yako, kaa nayo, nimekuachia. Mwalimu wa geography hapa ni wapi? Mwalimu wa geography hapa ni wapi? So a teacher can make you and a teacher can break you. I would advise our teachers who are here today, these children that we have, you love them so much. That's why you are spending your time from morning to evening to train them. That's why you are treating them like your own children. Maybe that teacher didn't know what to do as at that time. Maybe he knew that doing that would make Babu Owino more disciplined and follow what he was supposed to teach. Maybe he did not know what he was doing. Therefore, teachers, before a student can love your subject, let that student love you first. When a student loves you as a teacher, the student will work hard, will try so much, will not want to disappoint you first before they disappoint themselves. Therefore, try whatever you can do. Wacha mwanafunzi akupende, akufeel. Use all means necessary. You never know where that student will go, and that student will never forget about you. But ukiingianga kwa class na we ni mkali, umeweka sura ndimu, na mwanafunzi haelewi subject vizuri, huyo mwanafunzi atakuogopa. Akikuogopa, ataogopa hiyo subject ambayo unafundisha. And the greatest success of a teacher is not the salary that the teacher earns. It's the success of a student. The greatest success of a teacher is to see a student succeed. And in this world, whether you are a professor or you are in whichever profession or you are Kasongo today, if you meet your teacher, you become loyal to that teacher instantly. And even you teachers, if you remember your teachers from primary school to high school to university, and when you meet them today, you find yourself just being automatically loyal to that teacher. That is the impact a teacher can create in the life of a student. A teacher can comfort you. or a teacher can condemn you. A teacher has capacity to comfort you journey by sharing words of comfort, walking with you and encouraging you. But a teacher can also condemn you to the bottomless pit of failure, misery, and academic oblivion. And we said that oblivion is the entombment of the unworthy into their own dust of nothingness. So imagine where you can take a student. A teacher can see the future from the present. And when they do, they can shape, they can empower, and they can uplift an individual to higher potential. Ladies and gentlemen, the task of the modern educator is not to cut down jungles, but to irrigate deserts. And when deserts are educated, the soil of the mind become fertile and ready to produce 30-fold, produce 50-fold, and produce 100-fold. We must see potential in every child to change, innovate, and invent, because the power of education is change. Not confused innovation of a machine that can make 1 million chapatis. No. But capacity to grow and change the environment, nation, and the world. Imagine teachers, a governor asking the president to give him a machine to print chapatis, and a president responding in his wisdom or lack of the same by saying that I will give you a machine to print 1 million chapatis in a day. Huyo ni L? Huyo ni L? Najua mimi nataki kuangalia huku, but najua roho yako inasema nini. Uko na hawa wananchi. Ladies and gentlemen, education is the only thing that cannot be stolen from you. Education is the greatest equalizer, and today we can attest to that reality. That is why you are seated there and I am standing here, and we are here together. Education's roots are so bitter, but the fruits are so sweet. But these are sweet, these are fruit, a tree with the sweet fruits. Why are we killing it? We are killing education. Look at our CBC teachers who are seated here. The competency-based curriculum has since become the incompetency-based curriculum, which is IBC. The CBC has failed, if you ask me. No proper infrastructure for CBC. We are using our children as control experiments. One teacher at the junior secondary school is teaching 5 to 9 learning areas, subjects, while the teachers who are seated here will tell you today that they went to the university to only learn how to teach 2 learning areas, 2 subjects. That is poor leadership, poor management. The teachers who are seated here, what time do they prepare to teach the students the following day? If they are supposed to handle 5 learning areas, you need at least 5 hours in a day. You leave your house in the morning at 8 a.m., go back at 5-6 p.m. You are in a matatu, you reach at home because of traffic jam at 7 p.m. You have family to take care of at home. Then you also need 5 hours to prepare for 5 learning areas, for 5 subjects, so that you teach the following day. Is it possible? Bwana pia ako hapo anataka. Bibi pia ako hapo. Jameni, why are we destroying education? I appeal to the President of the Republic of Kenya, the President who is a product of education, William Samoei Ruto. Were it not for education, you would have never been a President of the Republic of Kenya. Were it not for education, you would have never come to Nairobi. You would have never gone to Nairobi, to the University of Nairobi. Were it not for education, you would have never met the former President, Moi. Were it not for education, you would have never learned the tricks on how to steal, to rig votes. Therefore, respect education. In 1987, while you were at the great university, the University of Nairobi, Bwana President, you used to receive what we call boom. Boom was like a grant. You were given an opportunity to study for free at the university. Right now, you have introduced a new funding model. We come to the university, we come back to the CBC, no proper infrastructure, no enough classrooms, no enough laboratories. The ratio of teacher-student in this country presently is so wanting. This is conduct unbecoming of the leadership of this nation. Both a professional misconduct and unprofessional conduct of the President of the Republic of Kenya. Why? Because during your time as comrades, the ratio of teacher-student used to be 1:40 or 1:45. Now the ratio of teacher-student is 1:90 or 1:120 in other densely populated areas. How will a teacher impact the life of this student? It is so desirable but not practical. If you come to the university level, you introduce a new funding model where you put students in different bands. You say that those who are rich shall pay more. But I'm reminded when I look at the law of succession, when I look at the law in this country, that the moment you attain the age of majority, you cease being the responsibility of your parent. True or false? The moment you attain the age 18 years and above, you are not your parent's responsibility. You are an adult, and therefore it is only by the wish of the parent to educate you as his or her child. Therefore, any student attaining the age of 18 years has never been employed, therefore has no money. Therefore, you cannot discriminate on this student based on money matters. It is only through the law of succession that a student can be rich. Only if your parent was rich. Only if you succeeded to inherit, to get some property from your parent. But how many are they in this country for you to pay your fees? For those of us who inherited a bicycle and only our father's shirts, what will you do? Then you introduce the new funding model. And you tell us that me as the president, I studied for free. And you as a student, I want you to suffer. Je, hii ni ungwana? Walimu, hii ni ungwana? You who are seated here, teachers, you have children. Some are in universities. Some will join universities very soon. You are earning 17,000 Kenya shillings. You are earning less than 30,000 Kenya shillings. how will you educate your children in this nation? The new funding model, we are told that if you don't have money, education becomes a preserve of the rich. An opportunity that gave His Excellency the President to be where he is today. A parent has sold all the cows in the homestead. A parent has sold all the parcels of land that they have, if they have. Parents are doing odd jobs, selling boga, washing clothes for people, selling changa like my own mother, just to get fees. A child is sent away for fees from high school, only for 9,000 for the scholars. But this parent has never and can never get that 9,000 to take this child to school. This parent has never touched 10,000 at once in a year. This child is sent for 9,000, stays at home for a whole year. Then you tell this parent that you have to pay 300,000 Kenya shillings. What are we doing? The moment the president became the president, I knew that this man would serve Kenyans because of his background. Because alilelewa akiuza kuku, alilelewa akiuza mayai. What happened, Mr. President? Where did you lose it? What is happening? Then you want Babu Owino to support you. Hata uchukue kamba uingize kwa shingo, haina shida. If you do the right thing, I will support you. Today, if you make education free from primary school to high school to university, tomorrow I will support you without telling me anything. Mr. President, you must change. There's a reason why God made you the President of the Republic of Kenya. So you must change. And when you are reminded that one day you will die by being put in the coffin, you don't need to kill those people. Everybody will die. Babu Owino here will die. The question is, after you have died to everybody, what will you be remembered for? Let us do the right thing, because it is the right thing that we are supposed to do as leaders. So we agree that if you do the right thing today, Mr. President, tomorrow I will be your first supporter and I will blog for you for free if you do the right thing. Kenyans are suffering. There's she and there's sha. Shisha. Kenyans have smoked it. There is no more lungs to hold the smoke, and Kenyans are getting cancer as a result of shisha. So therefore, Mr. President, we will tell you whether you like it or not. And it is for this reason that I, as Babu Owino, Member of Parliament, Embakasi East, together with Mheshimiwa Amina Mnyanzi, that we have strived to invest in education by building more classrooms, by issuing bursaries, by building schools, and by donating buses to make sure that the children of our constituencies acquire education and quality education. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that mediocre teachers tells. The good teachers explains. The superior teacher demonstrates. And the great teacher inspires. Let's go out there as great teachers and inspire this generation. Thank you and God bless you. Mungu awabariki. Ukiwa na swali uliza, nisitoke hapa na deni yako. On the issue of maths, I was just forgetting. Saizi tunaambiwa that mathematics is not a compulsory subject. Hata nyanya yangu ambaye ako 98 years old anajua kuhesabu pesa kwa sababu alienda akafanya hesabu. How do you make mathematics an optional subject if your intention is not bad? If your intention is to ensure that these Kenyans don't know where the money that you steal from our taxes goes to. Therefore, let us not behave like we are visitors. And lastly, to the CBC. CBC now is providing an opportunity for our children to grow physically, not mentally. It is the only institution where a student has dropped out of school, yet they are still school going. CBC has failed, and CBC should be done away with. It is a very good curriculum, but not in Kenya. Let it be practiced elsewhere. So walimu, asanteni sana, nisizidi kutoka hapo, wanaweza ni abduct pale airport, lakini ni sawa tu, hakuna shida. Asanteni. Mheshimiwa ameniambia ni explain